Ladies and gentlemen, this is T-Rock Plutonium, and this is Ring Wars. First of all, a shout out to all my friends at Wrestling Inc. Tonight we are going to do a Ultimate WrestleMania match between Jaydub and Creature of the Night. But first, WrestleMania. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I figured it's the showcase of the Immortals, so I had to do it. Now, it's Ring Wars, so WWE versus TNA, but you know what? Sting didn't do what he was supposed to do, what he should have done, and instead he had a run-in with a drug czar or whatever it was. And but it might have been a good thing, because as you probably saw, or if you don't know, Taker's match was a good match. All right, start with first Rocky comes out. Rocky, they do the thing, and The Rock is awesome. He's just there, full force. It was The Rock. And then, you know, you do the opening credits, and there's some weird, I don't know, it was very strange. It took a while, but then they finally got there, and welcome to WrestleMania, and there you go. Alright, now, the first match of the night was the World Heavyweight Championship, Alberto Del Rio versus Edge. Now, Christian was in Edge's corner, and Clay was in Alberto's. Now, everybody here was assuming that Christian would do a heel turn, but he didn't. I mean, he had a bat in his hand. They destroyed Del Rio's car after Edge retained. It was actually a pretty good match, but still, I don't know why Christian didn't turn heel. It was a good way to start WrestleMania. You know, the strange thing was, Sheamus and Bryan were supposed to open the show, but it was cut due to obvious time constraints, and it's a good thing it was, because they were able to get all of it in. I feel bad for Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, though, because it was the dark match, and I'm sure it was a really good dark match, but nobody got to see it. Next match was Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. This was another good match, and finally Rey Mysterio put somebody over, and Cody Rhodes won, and his mask came off. He didn't look any different, but we all knew that was the case, but he's still playing this angle, and he's doing it well, and he's doing good, and Rey lost, which is always a good thing, honestly. Stone Cold and The Rock was backstage. He ran into Mae Young, and then he ran into Stone Cold, and they did this kind of stare down. It was really, really cool. And very tense, and good to see ya, you know. Awesome stuff. They had the Hall of Famers come out. Snoop Dogg was there. There was an 8-man tag match. Now, I stepped out where I was. I was watching a closed circuit at Red and Jerry's, and I met Coco Beware. He was there. But I went out to smoke half a cigarette, and when I came back, the match was over. But apparently the core, Big Show, Kofi Kingston, and Kane won. I don't know. It was a quick match. Diesel should have been in there. Why couldn't he have been instead of Santino, etc., etc. Randy Orton versus CM Punk was an excellent match. It was an awesome match. I mean, Randy Orton won after CM Punk leaped into an RKO. That was one of the spots of the night. Actually, Cody Rhodes and Ray, when he was holding him up, that was another good wristband for WrestleMania. Alright, then Stone Cold Steve Austin, special guest referee for Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. This match went on longer than expected, and it was a good match. Not really good match, but it was fun to see Michael Cole get the crap beat out of him. And because Stone Cold interfered, just by pushing him, I don't know. He interfered, the GM said that Michael Cole wins. So we can expect tomorrow night, or tonight, or whenever you're watching this on Raw, that Michael Cole is going to be totally shoving it in the face of Jerry Lawler. But Booker T wanted to celebrate. He got stunned, and it was interesting. I don't know why Booker T got stunned, but he did. Stone Cold didn't stun the King, though. But I guess that's probably a good thing. But he was pretty pissed. Now we come to the no-holds-barred match, Undertaker versus Triple H. Now, everybody was wondering, well, how can they have a good match, etc., etc. You know what? It was an awesome match. It was a great match. It was epic, because Triple H kicked out of a tombstone and a last ride and a choke slam, and the Undertaker took four pedigrees, and then he still won? He won after 4 pedigrees, and he had to be carried away. I think Triple H, I would have had Triple H help The Undertaker out, but I guess Triple H can't, show that he's weak. I don't know. It was a very good match. We're having a good WrestleMania. This is very strange. 6-person mixed tag match. It was a very interesting match. Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison did not do anything. Didn't do anything. John Morrison and Ziggler, they jumped out of the ring and let the girls go at it. I mean, was there really any spots from them? Yeah, Snooki was cool, and they won because she's very gymnastics in here. But Morrison and Ziggler should have had a match. But then again, it would have been a 5-hour WrestleMania, and unless you take out the core match, Bryan and Sheamus and Daniel Bryan didn't even get to wrestle. But you know what? I just stayed an extra hour and watched those people wrestle. They beat the attendance record, and then John Cena versus The Miz with The Rock in the distance somewhere. They come out. It's a cool, pretty opening, but the sad part is if you didn't watch the free-for-all, you missed all the good lead-up spots, and it sucked because the editing was excellent. You didn't see any of them on the show. You didn't see the build-up to the feuds. Some of them you did, but The Miz and John Cena, it was just really young to old. I don't know. It was strange. So the match got on, and it was slow at first, but then it actually, kept going, and The Miz actually kicked out of an attitude adjustment, and that might have made him look really strong, actually, because Alex Riley, didn't help The Miz win. The Rock helped The Miz win. Actually, they were both outside the ring. John Cena leaped, whatever, and they were both out on the ground. And then the match was over, they counted out, and then the Raw GM came on, and The Rock came out, and he's like, "This is not going to end this way," and then the GM was like, I think, and The Rock says, "I don't care what you think," and he slapped the crap out of the anonymous Raw general manager. "I want to know who it is," and I think it's Roddy Piper. That was good. Yeah, he and Pee Wee Herman made a cameo too. And so finally, The Rock gets back at John Cena. The match resumes. He rock bottoms him. Miz covers for the 1, 2, 3. Miz retains, and then the Miz gets a people's elbow as The Rock celebrates WrestleMania out. Where was the Cena heel turn? What happened to John Cena? He should have turned heel. Actually, my friend was saying The Rock should turn heel. And I'm saying that The Rock, Stone Cold, and John Cena should all join forces with Goldberg together and become the new Four Horsemen. Either way, Cena needs to turn heel now. Now, it was a good WrestleMania. It was a very good WrestleMania. It was very enjoyable. The Taker match was great. There was a lot of good things about it. I liked the cameos. It wasn't too, it was good. It was a good WrestleMania. Those other matches I would have liked to see, but it was really good. They were all good matches. I think the Triple H Undertaker match stole the night by far, and I think that's that. And now Jaydub versus Creature of the Night. Jaydub, mark for the WWE. This is Jaydub. Creature of the Night, mark for TNA. This is Creature of the Night. Ding, ding, ding. Jaydub wins every time. Sorry, Cotton. That was WrestleMania, and that's how you do it, TNA. I'm T-Rock Plutonium. Why? Because it's what makes time travel possible if you smell